What up, you guys? What is up? What is up? What is up? Listen, I'm looking for parking. Fix my nose ring. I'm looking for parking. I'm just getting off of work. I think a spot in front of me I'm gonna get. I'm waiting for this guy to leave. I want to talk about something real quick. What's been going on is crazy. Hey Rissa, hey B&B. You can't hear me? Hey Kingdom Boy. Well, let me see if I turn my earpiece off. Maybe you guys can hear me better like this. Hey babe. Kingdom Boy. You can hear me? Alright, I don't want to draw this out in this video. Y'all see me with my mask. Let me tell you guys. You guys know that when I went to work, that, you know, when this whole coronavirus thing had came out, I told you guys that, you know, I was scared because of, you know, the packages that we have to deliver to people that's from overseas. They're international. And when I wore my mask like this, people were like looking at me sideways. People at my station who are Asian, they were making me feel like as if I was being racist or something like that. And, you know, I was just like, you know, I have to, you know, take care of myself. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I wanted to actually do a video and edit and put this up, but I feel like this is better. Ressa, I'm done with you. I'm so done with you. I'm mad. You're mad. You're on mute. Everybody else can hear me. How come you can't hear me? Turn me up. So, let me double check, girl. My mic is on. And B&B said they can hear me. I don't know why my thing is focusing like that. That's so weird. Alright, tell me if everybody can hear me. Say yes. Or say no. Why is my thing beeping like a heartbeat? Everybody can hear me? I slay. If it ain't cheap, I ain't buying Kells. Hello, everybody. Hello. Ressa, I don't know what to tell you, girl. Back out and come back in. Alright, so as I was stating before, I even made a video about the coronavirus, you know, just my feelings on it, me having to deliver international packages and stuff like that, me coming to work wearing a mask and people looking at me funny, people thinking I'm racist maybe or something. Like, I didn't like the feeling that I was getting from it. You know what I'm saying? People were making fun of me, like, oh, you're the only one with a mask, da 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 da. And then slowly but surely you start hearing more and more people get it. Then it came to New York. I heard Vern's Junk Closet, she talked about it. And she said that somebody upstate New York at Ithaca College had it. And I'm like, okay, you know, so it's made its way to New York. And then recently it's made its way to Manhattan, New York City. It's made its way to, I believe, like the Westchester area. And both of those areas are not too far from me. And then over, I think last weekend, it was 143 or 142 cases of coronavirus in New York City. And it's finally made its way to the New York post office. Okay? Guess whose post office? Take a big guess. Who post office it made its way to? Take a guess. I come to work, everybody like this. And handing them out. And I'm looking at them like, Oh, somebody has something that I was talking about. Are you kidding me? So, it's not a carrier, but it's one of the clerks, one of their mother-in-law. So their husband's mother has it. So they haven't been at work. They're quarantined. Okay? Yes, girl. Or boy. I don't know which one it is, or y'all. Probably both. Yes. Somebody has it. Y'all already know I stay gloved up. Y'all already know about my mask. I don't wear that mask, okay? I've already told y'all how nasty they are at my station. Y'all know that this is my mask right here. Those who follow me on Instagram, okay? This is the mask that I wear mostly when I'm in the station. I don't wear this when I'm working. I tried to wear it when I'm working, and it's like kind of hard to breathe because I'm moving around so much. But I use this in the station. You know what I'm saying? Come in this little bag, everything's nice and sanitary, you know. And I'm. It's like I'm happy because I feel like I'm right and I told y'all, but I'm not, because this is scary. This affects people more so people who are elderly. It's a lot of elderly people at my station. Majority of the workers are over 50 years old, and they're male. A lot of them told me they're in their 60s. You know what I'm saying? So, and then people with diabetes. Y'all know I've recently been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, and my level of diabetes is very low, you know what I'm saying, so far as, you know, my A1C. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, I still have diabetes. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it's gone away or gone into remission at this stage. You know, I currently still have it. And there are other co-workers of mine that when I had gestational diabetes and I was talking about how I had gestational diabetes, they told me they had diabetes. They have full-blown type 1. Some of them have type 2, and they've been having it for years. You know what I'm saying? So it's scary. It's scary. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to deal with this. Like I've said previously before, people, excuse my language, they're fucking nasty, okay? When I rack the mail, people don't realize how dirty mail is. Mail is very dirty, okay? I don't know why this is doing this. It's so annoying. It's like pumping. I don't know, guys. I don't know why it's doing this. But mail is very dirty. It goes through, first of all, you gotta look at it like this. Somebody mails off something. I'm not even talking about the coronavirus. Somebody mails off something. There are people who have habits of digging up their nose, using the restroom, not washing their hands, which contributes to the spread of germs. You know what I'm saying? And they're licking letters and mailing stuff off, or they're sick and they're coughing. You know, even though they're covering their mouth, they're still touching the letter. They're putting it in the mail slot. It's dirty in there. You know what I'm saying? And then when it gets picked up, it's in a bucket. The bucket gets dumped out into another bucket, into the truck, and then it goes from station to station. It goes to the plant. It goes in a big machine for the letters from all over the world. It gets sorted through a machine that's dirty. Have you ever gotten mail that had like this black kind of like soot looking stuff on it? Because that's the dirt from the machine that the letters are going through. That's why sometimes letters get stuck, or a lot of times you'll get delivered a piece of mail that's from a different state altogether. It doesn't even go to your state because it's stuck together because of the dirty machine. And then it finally gets to the stations, and then I have to either rack it in, mail falls on the floor, people step on letters and pick them up. You know what I'm saying? And you have those carriers in the station who don't wear gloves, who do rack the mail with no gloves on. They're going to the bathroom, touching their private parts, you know, using the restroom, not washing their hands. You know what I'm saying? After they've been touching all these letters that came from all over the place, and then they're pulling down the rack, and then they're coming to deliver it to you. Not only that, it's falling in the street, falling in dog shit, dog piss, somebody in a hawk spit right there, or did a snot rocket or something like that, and they're picking it up and putting it in your mailbox, and then you're going to pick your mail out, something falls on the floor too, or sometimes I've seen people take mail and put it in their mouth. Oh my God. Why are you putting mail in your mouth? Mail is so dirty. It is so dirty. It is so disgusting. You know what I'm saying? Now, sprinkle the coronavirus on this whole situation. Do you know how nasty that is? Do you know how easily this thing is going to be spread? Not only that, before I started my route, I always buy a gallon of water. I have an empty one right here, and I have another one in my bag. I don't play. I drink water all day. Now, with that being said, okay, when I went in the store, there was a gentleman in front of me, and he coughed. Mind you, I didn't even take this mask off yet. I still had it on. It was a lady on the side. She didn't say nothing. And I didn't see if he covered his mouth. But to me, you covering your mouth, to me, still isn't doing anything. I think it's better if you cough into the corner of your sleeve or inside of your shirt, because you're keeping all the germs to yourself and it's being like embedded in clothing. As opposed to, hold on, did I miss anybody? Icy, hey Icy. So the man, he coughed the second time, and I seen him cough, and he had his hand over his mouth. He coughed into his hand on his face, coughed into his hand, right? Then the lady heard him cough, but she didn't see him cover his mouth, and she goes, oh, you need to cover your mouth. You know what's going on nowadays. We need to help each other out. But she didn't even see that he covered his mouth. All right, but this is the important part. He went in his wallet and took out his money and gave it to the cashier with the same hand. So let's say he did have COVID-19. He done coughed it on his hand. He done touched his money, and then he gave it to the cashier, who, guess what? Doesn't have any gloves on. Doesn't have any gloves on. And a lot of these businesses and restaurants, people who are cashiers, those are the main people who need masks on, because you're face to face with customers that are coughing, sneezing. I mean, before all this hype about this thing has happened, you ever had somebody talk to you and spit on your face by mistake, or a little spittle touch your lip? You mean to tell me you're not gonna feel like you want to wild the hell out? Like, yo, this is disgusting. Now imagine that happening now. You know what's going on. You're going to be highly pissed. You know what I'm saying? So this man took money from somebody who just coughed in their hand, and he has line after line after line after line of people. When is he going to have that break to go wash his hands? You don't know where this money has been. After money is made, it goes from hand to hand to hand, to stripper's butt, to hand to stripper's butt, to hand to hand to hand, to the bank, back to a stripper's butt, and then some more hands, and then back to the bank maybe. You know what I'm saying? My point is, it's very nasty out here. You guys, please be careful. Make sure you can wash your hands when you can. Just using hand sanitizer isn't it. You actually have germs on your hand that you need to actually use some soap and water and wash your hands. You know what I'm saying? You can't just use Purell all the time. You need to actually wash it off. You would, if your hands was dirty from soil, you wouldn't just say, oh, here's some Purell, I'm clean. No, you're gonna need to rinse it off. You know what I'm saying? So please wash your hands. They saying that you won't catch it if somebody that you can still catch it if you have a mask on. The reason why is because if you've ever seen, or you can look on YouTube, a sneeze, a cough, they'll show you in slow motion the distance that your cough goes, that your sneeze goes. It'll show you. That is why they're saying that if you have a mask on, you know, you still have your eyes, your nose, your ears and stuff like that, where it can go, you can inhale, and you know, their bodily fluids can get onto you. But at the same time, I feel if I feel more comfortable wearing a face mask, and I know even if you was to talk and spit, and I'm pretty sure this whole time I've been talking, I've probably been spitting. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure of that. You know, at least if somebody was in front of me with a mask on, they will know that not a piece of spit is gonna touch anywhere on their mouth all the way up to here. You know what I'm saying? Like, this thing is crazy. You shouldn't walk around scared like, oh my God. But at the same time, you know, just be like, listen, I'm doing elbow bumps with everybody. I have to be extra careful when you open in like these public doors. Wear your winter. I mean, it's not that hot yet. You know, you can still wear them little thin winter gloves if you don't want to seem like, oh my God, people looking at you crazy or whatever. If you care about that, I still wear my rubber gloves from work. And I'll open doors, or I'll use tissue, or a lot of the times I'll like do one of these and I'll open the door or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? And when I first get in my house, I take this off and take this off, and I go wash my hands before I touch my daughter. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to let you guys know that it is at my station, that it is close to home for me. It's very scary. These post office buildings are very dirty to begin with. They're very nasty. I mean, you want to talk about cleaning. The last time the racks where you actually rack the mail in been cleaned is probably when they first were built. You know what I'm saying? You can like stick your finger in there like that and it's just a clump of dirt that's just coming out. They're very dusty. I worked in the window for a few days because I was on light duty. My second day, I had to start wearing a mask because it was so much dust up there that my nose was irritated and it got stuffy, and I instantly caught like a little respiratory infection. You know what I'm saying? Like a sinus infection kind of, you know. So you just got to be careful out here. People that's walking around me, they either have a mask on. People are walking around out here with masks on, with scarves over their face. But I don't understand why this lady has a scarf on over her face, but yet and still her son don't even have nothing on his face. Don't even have a hat on his head. I don't understand that. But anyway, be safe out there, guys. Please be safe out there. I'm trying my best to be as sanitary as possible. You know what I'm saying? It's easily to touch somebody else's body fluids or be around it. Unfortunately, especially at my job, because, you know, it's piss bottles that be in my truck. And you know it's coming from men. And I'm like, really? Like, you can't, you're driving a vehicle. You can't drive and stop into a restaurant or business and use the restroom. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just disgusting. You know, when I'm delivering the mail, I see people hawk spitting. I see people plugging one nostril and doing the whole snot rocket thing. You know, it's inevitable. You can always be around somebody's bodily fluids, but just be very careful. Carry around some hand sanitizer. It has to be, I think, at least 70% alcohol in it. So none of that Bath and Body Works, oh, it smells good hand sanitizer. No, like real hand sanitizer. You know what I'm saying? So that is it for today. I didn't want to make this long. I just wanted to inform you guys what was going on. I'm glad you guys are able to come into my live. So far as my other content, I'm working on it. I'm having memory issues with my iPad, so I'm not able to get out the like 5 or 6 videos that I've already edited to post. Like, it's so annoying, but I will see you guys in your own lives. And yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for stopping by, and be safe out there. Bye.